Hi, and welcome to Talent Expose. I'm Zavi. Tonight, we truly have a diamond in the rough. She calls herself the first female black country western singer. Welcome, Miss Yolanda Diamond, to the show. Hi, Yolanda.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you.
I'm curious as to why you chose country western music.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
Well, I was introduced to it about 10 years ago, and I started listening to it. I liked the lyrics, it tells a story, and I just started falling in love with it. And
now,
so,
were you singing pop at all?
No, I wasn't. I only would sing around the house. And my husband, he went to buy a car, and he met this hillbilly that was making guitars. So he said, he thought it was so interesting that here's somebody making guitars still. So the guy said, well, I make guitars, I write music, I have songs. So really, he said, well, my wife sings, because I would just sing around the house. And so he said, really? He said, you know, I've never heard of a black female sing country. He said, oh, well, my wife can sing anything. So he said, well, take her this tape home and let her listen to it. So when he brought the tape home to me, I said, country? He said, yeah, go ahead and listen to it. I said, okay. I listened to it, I liked it. I said, wow, because I was focused in on it, whereas before I would just pass by it on the radio, and I said, oh, that's kind of cute, but that's country, and I keep going, you know. So then I listened to the tape, I learned the song, then he took it back to the guy, and the guy said, wow, this sounds really good. Well, she doesn't even sound black. So he let all of his friends and relatives listen to it, and they said, wow, she has a really good voice for country. And so my husband said, well, how about you are in a band, what about you let her sing, learn some more country songs and sing with your band just to see how it would be. Said, okay. He said, well, I'll ask them and see what they say. So a week went by, my husband called him and said, look, yeah, what did your band say? You know, it's kind of excited and everything. He said, well, it's not me. So, well, what is it? He said, well, you know, your wife is black, and we don't know what it would be like with her going to different country bars, and we don't know if they will accept her. So they don't really feel comfortable.
So you had a lot of obstacles because you're black.
Right.
And
but by that time, he was bringing me Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline. I was learning a lot of them, and I was like, wow, I really like this to tell the story. And I started writing too, and that was 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So when you approached the bands that were black, were they very receptive to performing with you?
No.
Why not?
I was really just caught in the middle. They said, country? No, I don't like country. I'm not going to play country. You can't pay me to play country. No, I don't like it. So I said, okay. Well, we figured, well, we can get around this. We'll just put an ad in the Detroit News, and so put an ad in the Detroit News, said, country western singer seeks guitar player. Okay, I got all these calls, but when they found out I was black singing country, then it's like, well, I don't know. It's a question mark. Well, can a black person write country, can sing country? You know, so I ran into that. So I really got frustrated after I kept running into the same thing with both. So I basically just put the idea on the back burner, but just continued singing country for my friends and family, since I knew so many songs then, and they would just love to hear me sing it. And so I can continue with them. But then when karaoke became popular and 10 years passed, I was really curious. I said, you know, I'm going to go to some of the country bars and country lounges just to see what my experience would be like. And I was afraid, because you see movies like the Blues Brothers or Roadhouse, and you think of this chicken fence, and you're sitting in the audience, I mean, you're standing up there and they're throwing bottles, and get that, and I was thinking of the N-word, get her off of the stage, you know, and I had all those things going through my mind, but I was motivated because I know what I really enjoy. But I said, so I'm going to try, just to see what happens. So I went in and I sang some country songs, and the people said, wow, you know, they clapped and they responded so wonderfully. It really inspired me, yeah.
To continue.
I said, and so many people, oh, girl, you should go to Nashville. Your voice is beautiful. We love that. You know, so I really felt good. I would go to different places then. Then I started winning contests. And
now, are these local contests or national?
Local. local, like Livonia, Westland, around in that area, Garden City.
Like the Gong Show kind of contest?
No.
If you're not good, you're out of there?
Oh, no, karaoke contest.
Okay.
Right. And so, well, the first one I won was at Lucille's. That I sang with the band, and I sang Coal Miner's Daughter and Patsy Cline's Crazy. And it was 15 contestants, and I was the only black, and I won that. And that said, wow, that tells me that I must be really good. So.
So you got the ego at that point. Oh, I'm doing something right.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can see why the black bands, they weren't really receptive to the idea because they typically didn't want to sing your kind of music.
Right.
Now, did you approach more than one white band that just weren't interested in you?
Yes. And matter of
fact, did they tell you that that was the reason, that they didn't feel that it would be a good market?
Well, see, the thing, when I put the ad in the paper and I got the phone calls, that's when I talked, because many of them never would meet with me in the first place. So I didn't even get the chance.
Did they know on the phone that you were black?
Yeah, you can tell. We have a certain dialect. You can tell when you're talking to someone black.
Well, I don't know.
So
sometimes you can.
Well, they could.
Okay.
So, yeah. So some of them would say, well, I don't know, I'll meet with you maybe, but then they wouldn't show up, stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So then what kept you pursuing it after all this rejection and rejection?
Okay. Well, when I started winning the contest and I felt really motivated, I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead with this. I'm going to get my bio together and go ahead and see if I can. At that time, I was really looking for a guitar player and to play my songs, to put the music for my songs. And I just really, when I started working with this one girl in particular, she asked me to take her home one night. Her name is Cherie Germanis. She asked me to take her home one night, and we just so happened to live in the same apartment complex. I said, okay, but I have to go by Kinko's because I'm putting my bio together. She said, oh, really? I said, yeah. She said, I sing country. She said, what, really? Oh my God, I love country. She was really excited like that. I said, really? So and I sang my song, Tonight's Our Night, and then I sang I'm Experienced, and she was just so excited. Although I still had the motivation, she just really put the spark in it for me. I said, you want to hear me sing some more? She said, yeah. I said, well, let's go over to this Sports Page pub that was right around the corner, and they had karaoke. So we went there, and she was in the corner. Now, my husband's been behind me 100%, 2,000 all the way.
That helps.
But sometimes, I don't know, maybe someone outside of the family, or I don't know what it was, but when I would look over at her, sitting in the corner, she was just, you know, just so excited. And then she would tell, oh, that's my friend right there. Isn't she good? You know, she was so excited. It just really motivated me. She said, oh, please try again. Please try to get another guitar player. Put an ad in the paper. Try it again. Don't give up.
So did you finally find a guitar player?
Yes, I put an ad in the Metro Times, and it said, black female country western singer seeks guitar player
for recording.
So you spelled it out
this time, so they knew in advance that you were
no
black.
surprises.
Okay.
I remember I got 4 phone calls. Okay. 2 were from Canada, 1 was from Sterling Heights, and other was from Detroit. And I met with the guy from Detroit, and he said, oh, I think this is a wonderful idea. He was in a country band, white guy said, I think this is a wonderful idea, Mark McCoy. And I was really kind of amazed that he was so open-minded. Well, when I met with him, went to the recording studio with him, his girlfriend is black. And so I said, oh, that's why he's open-minded. So really, I was pretty relieved, and then we put together my 2 songs, Tonight's Our Night and I'm Experienced.
Now, I want to talk about that briefly before you perform. Now, those are songs that you wrote yourself.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to assume that your husband had something to do with that?
Oh, yes. Well, matter of fact, we're having our 18th anniversary next month.
Great.
And when I wrote that song, Tonight's Our Night, because we have 2 children, and they'll be 15 and 16. I mean, they are 15 and 16 now. But at that time, 10 years ago, it was we need to spend time together. We were in the restaurant business, and the kids, and sometimes you just need to spend that time together. And so I wrote that song for him, Tonight's Our Night. Yeah.
And is that what you're going to perform now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'd love to hear it.
Okay. Give me some loving, give me some kissing, give me some squeezing and some hugging. Tonight's our night, tonight's our night. Done drop the kids off to mama's house and don't care if I see them till next year. All I know is I love you, baby, and that I want you near. I don't want to go to no movie, don't take me to no dance.